What we humans know about Mars so far. Hey folks, welcome back to our channel. Today we're here with another enticing video for you all. Somewhat of a sequel to the previous video on space expeditions to Mars. This one takes things up a notch and captivates your imagination. As you might already have guessed from the title, we will be going to discuss all we know about the Red Giant. Before commencing with today's video, be sure to smash that subscribe button and give this video a huge thumbs up. First and foremost, the surface. Yes, the surface of Mars is an extremely dry subject, and this is what gives the planet its characteristic rusty red color. In this regard, NASA's Perseverance rover has made some jaw-breaking discoveries. While things may seem different on the surface, they are actually radically contrasting from the inside. Based on this hypothesis, NASA initiated the Mars 2020 mission to try and discover life at the microscopic level. They also believe that billions of years ago, there was a time when the red giant resembled the Earth significantly, and perhaps traces on the planet's surface could prove that. The rover roamed the dusty landscape for a short period of 100 days, but the data it gained was enough to quench scientists' thirst. Even the landing procedure provided vital information on the planet's atmosphere by the use of cross-referencing, onboard mapping, etc. These techniques, coupled with the use of thermocouples, heat flux, and the pressure transducer sensors, allowed the scientists to measure the atmosphere's temperature and pressure. The experiment led to several new discoveries. Since the thermocouple sensor survived the landing, it was inferred that the atmosphere had minimal heat shield damage. Since its arrival on the surface of Mars, the rover has been blasting open rocks and collecting samples. With the help of a Perseverance Supercam, which is one of the coolest gadgets ever, rocks are disintegrated with a pinpoint laser accurate to 7 meters. When the laser interacts with a rock, it sends up a cloud of plasma flying in the Martian air. The extra heated mixture consists primarily of ions and electrons. The spectrometer on the Perseverance examines this plasma and infers the contents of the rock. 2 of such rocks have been of special interest to scientists, going by the names of Maz and Yigo, as given by Aaron Yazzie, a member of the NASA team. Maz means Mars, and Yigo means diligent. Both of these ingenious rocks have a basalt-like composition, which differentiates them from the rest. What use is this information to the scientists? Well, it provided evidence for the fact that the rocks either came out of volcanoes or were the result of an environment full of water in the past. Yes, there was water on Mars once, but the question is it still here? Is life still possible? Another one of the strangely shaped rocks was the harbor seal. Scientists believe that powerful winds and erosion brought about this ingenious structure. It also heeds to previous findings on the composition of Mars's atmosphere. The Supercam here sure is a fun device. Brings back flashbacks of sci-fi films, doesn't it? To spice things up, batteries of microphones on the Perseverance enables anyone on Earth to listen to what Mars sounds like. This includes everything from the pew-pew sounds of the laser to the wind pressure and the tires of the rover clashing with the hard Martian rocks. By the way, did you know that the Perseverance has been nicknamed Percy? Cute, isn't it? Loving the video so far? If so, don't forget to show your love and support by hitting that subscribe button and smashing the like icon. Share the video as much as possible. If you want to see more videos like these, don't forget to click the bell notifications on so you can never miss out. The Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment, or Moxie unit installed on the Perseverance, was a groundbreaking asset. It enabled raw carbon dioxide to be converted into oxygen gas. If you talk about the physical appearance of the Moxie unit, it is no larger than the size of a standard car battery, with the only difference being its gold-plated exterior. For all the chemistry geeks out there, it uses electrolysis as the main process to produce oxygen. Yttrium stabilized zirconia, or YSZ, is used as an electrolyte sandwiched between the 2 electrodes. These electrodes, being porous, enable the greenhouse gas to diffuse through. The maximum this unit has been able to produce is 5 grams of oxygen, which is not bad at all. This serves as over 10 minutes of breathable air. Now, you might be thinking, That isn't sufficient to stay for extended periods of time. And you're right, it isn't. But to be able to synthesize oxygen on a planet where it is extremely sparse is groundbreaking. After all, one only needs to initiate a process and it gets better and better over time. Maybe one day we will be able to provide an endless supply of this life-giving gas, which will enable us to colonize the red planet. But for now, it is being planned to be used for something else. As we discussed in the previous video, SpaceX's Starship is relying on a mixture of methane and oxygen as the rocket propellant. Now, according to Musk, the ship will have the capability of being refueled and brought back. Yes, you guessed right. The Moxie unit is here to the rescue. Using local harmful oxygen, the unit will enable oxygen produced to be used as fuel to bring the Starship back home. Infographically, if 4 astronauts were to make the journey back home from the Martian surface, they would require 7 tons of fuel and 25 metric tons of oxygen. Imagine having to drag all those 25 tons of oxygen all the way from Earth to Mars just to make the journey back. A larger and revised Moxie unit can do the trick. Moving on, the next most interesting thing on our list is NASA's Ingenuity Helicopter. The device alone took over $80 million to prepare. Nicknamed Ginny, this is the first flying structure to ever roam on another planet. According to a NASA technician, if Ingenuity would have crashed after the very first flight, we would still have met a couple of huge milestones. Surviving the launch, charging while en route, surviving the entry, descent, and landing. Also, deploying from the rover and surviving the cold Martian night. These are no small tasks. To be very honest, Ingenuity is a breakthrough and will enable scientists to analyze places that the rover can't reach. The solar panels mounted on top of this helicopter indicated an increase in percentage points when the blades started moving, which actually surprised the scientists. Another interesting fact is that the team used a panel from the original first aircraft made by the Wright brothers to install in their helicopter. According to Mimi Ong, the NASA Ingenuity program manager, we have been thinking for so long about having our Wright brothers moment. We will take a moment to celebrate our success and then take a cue from Orville and Wilbur regarding what to do next. History shows that they got back to work, learning as much as they could about their new aircraft. That's it for today's video. We hope you liked it. If you did, subscribe, like, and share the video. Let us know in the comments as to when do you think we'll be the first humans to reach Mars? Will we encounter alien Martians? Will scientists be able to synthesize water to give rise to life on the planet? Take care, and we will see you all tomorrow.